What is up, my fellow gamers? In today's video, we got our first impressions review and coupon codes for the global launch of Immortal. Looking stuff for more amazing gaming content. Let's go over our coupon codes first. We got a bunch of them. We're going to head on over to our navigation in this right corner right here. Then we are going to go down to settings, and then we're going to go to where it says CDK. Our first code is going to be MU 2025. We'll go ahead, we'll click use, and I believe it was sent to our mailbox. Yeah, right here. Just doesn't say anything. So we got some pretty good rewards right there for that first one. Let's go ahead. We got a bunch more to enter. Next code is going to be all capital letters. It's going to be best MU. We'll go ahead, we'll click use. Once we're done entering all these codes, then we'll go to the mailbox to see all the rewards. Next one's going to be MU666. We'll go ahead, we'll click use on that one. Next one is going to be MU777. Then we got MU888. Next code is going to be free VIP. Then we got MMO777. And finishing it up, our last code is going to be classic 777. We'll go ahead, we'll click use. Now let's head to our mailbox. You see all the stuff we got. We got all this right here for classic 77. We can kind of see for each one what we got. Got some really good stuff. Free VIP got us some really good stuff. Before we go into the first impressions review, we got to give a shout out to the sponsor for this video, and that is going to be BlueStacks. Check this out. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that lets you play mobile games on your PC. It uses the lowest amount of resources possible while still giving you the highest frame rates. BlueStacks allows you to play your favorite mobile games using full mouse and keyboard, along with also controller support. BlueStacks has one of the largest libraries with millions of different games, including exclusive games that you cannot find anywhere else. Go ahead and download and start playing MU Immortal right now on your PC using BlueStacks. Download link in the description box and pinned comment. All right, my friends, so we are here. We are in MU Immortal. If you are familiar with the MU series, then you will be right at home with this game. Now, I will say that this really kind of caught me off guard because I just kind of wasn't expecting the graphics to look like this. It's supposed to be like the really, really old retro version of MU, like the very first MU game. So that's why everything kind of looks very like pixelated, and the graphics and everything just look very outdated and stuff for 2025. Which is really, really unfortunate because I was kind of expecting it to at least look a little bit better. And that's probably like my biggest complaint I have, is just visually, this wasn't something that I was expecting, right? The screenshots that they show, I mean, they kind of look pretty similar, but still, even I feel like the screenshots had quite some better graphics than what you actually get once you go ahead and actually play the game. It is pretty true to the MU original game. I will say it's really, really simple. You've got your health and your mana right here. There are 4 different classes for you to choose from. You've got your knight, your dark knight, which is kind of like your melee damage dealer. That's what I went ahead and chose. You've got a mage, which is like your magic damage dealer. You've got like a healer. And then you have this other class, which is kind of like a hybrid of both magic damage dealing and also physical damage dealing. If we take a look at the combat system is pretty janky. You know, I've got this on auto, and this is set to use all of my skills, but like there really isn't like a skill cooldown that's very long. So you can see that even on auto, like the computer is just like constantly spamming the same attack over and over. And it's just, there's nothing going on, right? Like, look how ridiculous this is. We're in this like dungeon right now, this blood castle. We have to defeat 100 monsters, but like, they're just kind of like spawning, and my guy's just like this is the gameplay, right? Like, it's not, to me, it's not that great. We got to go ahead and we got to recycle a bunch of this gear that we don't need. it's really disappointing. This isn't something that like I've been enjoying. I've made it up to level 41. It's been fairly easy to go ahead and level up. And the other thing is there's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs that I've experienced in certain dungeons where like our characters are not moving right. To me, this whole game has been like a disaster, and this isn't even just it. Like there's also been other bugs that I've seen in the game as well, and that I've heard other people mention. So there's a lot of like bugs, and the game just feels unfinished, unpolished. There's a lot of little things that they really need to fix. You know, so this game, for this to be launched, it's really hard for me to recommend this game. I mean, I guess I would say maybe, you know, if you're someone who likes this old style of, you know, the MU games, like the really old retro style of MU, you might like this for that retro look. But, you know, it's 2025. You know, I feel like very little people are going to like enjoy this style. This is like, you got to be a really hardcore dedicated person that enjoys this. This isn't going to get like a random person interested. I feel like this is going to be a very niche community that is going to play this. This isn't a game that I feel is going to just draw random people who have never played an MMO, and they're going to be like, oh, I want to get into this. Like that's the downside to this. It feels very niche to me, that you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. And unfortunately, I'm on the side where I don't like this. This is, to me, this is like, you know, I would rather go ahead and play Odin Valhalla Rising. You know, the graphics are better. There's more strategy involved. At least there's just a lot more going on. I could say that the one positive, another positive is it's really simple. There's really not a lot going on, right? You've got your forge to upgrade your gear. And then you've got your allocate your points every time you level up: strength, agility, stamina. And, you know, it shows you that this affects our HP, this affects our MP, agility affects these stats, and strength affects these stats. So everything is pretty straightforward. There's really no overcomplication with this. So I guess that's like I get a good thing, right? That it's really simple, boring, and I'm just not interested in playing this game. Unfortunately, it's just not a lot of fun for me. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. You know, I can't recommend it, but if you really like this hardcore MU old style, you might enjoy it. Stay happy, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.